Saz Navibor? Saz Navibor is playing white. We're playing black here. We're going to go with the Caro-Kann in this one. I do all of those learning things, and I still lose to people that don't do anything. You also always want to think about two things. I'm sure that the four-part thinking or four-step thinking process article will help you out. Then that's kind of a thinking process to ask yourself every time it's your move. You ask yourself the first question: what did my opponent? What did their last move do? Why did they make their last move? Type thing. Then you check for forcing moves. You come up with your own plan. Then you go about figuring out what move you're going to make. Those are I think that article might benefit you somewhat. So he should do knight takes e4. Not sure why he's taking so long on such a... Oh, he disconnected. Ooh, that's unfortunate. We'll see how long he stays disconnected. Oh, and Launchpad GG, thanks a lot for the follow. Just saw it here. All right, knight takes back. Bishop f5. Just kind of doing the mainline stuff at the moment. No need to get fancy or anything like that. And, ooh, man, this might be a tough name to say. Vervilaiguja? I am so sorry about mispronouncing it because I know I mispronounced it. But thanks a lot for the follow. Hope you're enjoying the stream as well. With what time frame would you recommend beginning to play for practicing? You mean like if you're first learning how to play chess at the very start? I'd say, once you learn how to move the pieces, you should start playing. You can start to get a feel for how the game should go. At least try to follow the basic principles. Try to control the center from the start of the game. Try to develop your pieces, get castled. At least try to play a decent opening. If you're talking about when you first are learning how to play chess, I'd say at least trying to play a decent opening. Regardless of if you win or lose, don't take winning or losing too seriously at the start. Of course, if you win, that's awesome. But if you lose, you're kind of expected to lose, especially when you're first learning anything for the most part. So just have fun with it. Chess is a game that you should have fun with. I really meant with what amount of time on the clock. With what time frame should you remain? How much time should you start off when you're beginning to play? The longer the games, the better for improvement, especially if you're first starting off, I'd say. The longer the better, for sure. So the question is, do we do bishop d6 or bishop e7? I think bishop d6 is okay. Knight e5, get castled. So we're just doing queen c7, I believe. Knight d7 takes. Guess that's okay. All right, and I think we're just doing queen c7 now. Just poking at the knight, seeing what he's going to do with that. He's probably just going to play rook e1 to keep it guarded. It's probably best idea at the moment. So we're going to play c5 pretty soon to attack the d4 pawn. Okay, f4. It's reasonable as well. So we're going to go c5 just to poke at the pawn, see what he decides to do with that. If he takes it, we'll play probably knight takes. Yeah, we're just going to take back with the knight. Takes there. We're going to take back with the knight again, I think. We're also on the f4 pawn now, so bishop takes f4 is an idea. I could have also played that last move. Maybe that was slightly better. Bishop takes f4 there. But anyways, we're going to go rook c8. If we move these two pieces out of the way, we have like a checkmate on c2 idea. So something like... Oh, okay, that's a mistake by him for sure. I think we're just taking g3 for free. All right, see you later, Jim Jam. All right, no need for the attitude there. All right, so we're up a piece now. He plays f6, trying to keep attacking us. I need a bot. Yeah, I do need to get a bot, don't I? All right, I'm gonna play bishop e5, just to keep my king side safe a little bit. If he takes on g7, bishop takes g7. He's got 3 seconds anyway. He's not getting back into this one. Okay, so he loses on time here. We'll analyze this. All right, we'll flip the board. E4, go with the Caro-Kann. The opening is played pretty much, pretty standard. Most of the time, though, white plays bishop d3 at some point to trade off these bishops. Bishop c4 is also possible. He actually plays the opening fine. Here, though, he needs to play like rook f... Well, he did that, actually. His big mistake is definitely f5, unfortunately. Make somebody a mod. I might have to do that. Make somebody a mod that's in here quite a bit. I definitely recognize a good amount of streams, or a good amount of usernames. F5 is definitely his big mistake because I just take on g3. He should play... I don't know. It's a little tricky to find a good move. Maybe just queen f3, or something. He needs to get this knight in the game, but it's kind of stuck out there. It's kind of tough to recommend a move here, honestly. Queen f3, I can do stuff like knight a4, and this is a big problem. And he's going to get checkmated pretty soon. Yeah, this is part of the reason that you trade off your light square bishops in this opening, because notice how my bishop was very powerful, and his wasn't really doing much. So usually at the start of the game, you'll do bishop d3 early on to trade off these guys, because this bishop's usually pretty good on h7. All right, we'll look for another one here. We're up to 1730.